Consciousness is something that is semi-tangible. If you're not as awake or as aware or alert, you're not gonna process things the same way. You know what I mean? And so the fact that it comes and goes in a way that directly affects your perception makes it semi-tangible. So it's important to preserve the information that is gained from higher level consciousness experiences, because when you're not in a higher level energy state, they don't seem real. They're not tangible. You can't put your finger on them. So lots is lost from the interpretation of the visual signal and the linguistic representations. Some people who are artists are really good at drawing what they experience, but that's not an animation, it's a still frame. It's like so you got to build on the previous thing. That really is. It's not about past, future, present. It's about evolving information in a way that gives, a gradient that makes it possible for people in an average brain state to be able to understand the things that you are talking about. I've been putting pieces together for a theory that I'm trying to officiate. That I'm trying to actually legitimize. And I'm gonna have to do it in a way that is either scientific or mathematical, or I have no credentials, I have no credibility, no reputation. And so it's like, unless I can disprove some theory, it's not going to get credibility in academia unless it proves a prediction or a discovery of something that people care about. You know what I mean? So it's like, but the point is, how do you get your brain to a high level energy state without chemicals? And the answer lies in hermeticism, quantum mechanics, and vibration. In the physical four-dimensional field, every single thing is a harmonic of a lower processing, excluding singularities. You know what I mean? Photons, light that you see, is a harmonic of wave dynamics. The ocean is a harmonic of a bunch of little water that creates a whole ocean. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, vibration, quantum physics, and Newtonian physics, and your brain is comprised of things that are chemical level, and they're comprised therefore of quantum systems that are arranged in a way that is making a molecule happen. And they're saying, well, the Higgs boson is, and now we're talking about things and to get more specific, the mass, the actual, what we consider to be physical element of your brain. So what this means is, A, that it is influenceable with your mind, with your observation, And B, that vibration is the key to setting up the communication between different parts of your brain that is going to cause higher level thinking. So that was long-winded, so let me try to reiterate in a simple way. You know, sitting in a still position and vibrating your skull with sound that is pleasant, that falls within the, you know, like the musical harmonic frequencies, is going to arrange the quantum parts of your brain in a more crystalline, structured way that allows for cross communication to happen. And so, you know, vibration is really the key. If you sing a note and then stop, and then sing a note and then stop, same note, pulse it. Because when you talk about vibrations, now what you really have to get into is wave dynamics. Because wave dynamics dictate what kind of vibration you're going to have. Now, picture a string. It's connected to itself like a rubber band. Okay, if you have a circle rubber band string, you vibrate it by plucking it, and an up-down amplitude wave will shoot from one direction to the other all the way around. And that's one type of wave, one type of vibration. You know what I'm saying? So there are keys to unlocking different vibrational modes in your brain, but the best way to find a good one is to try to use a pleasant frequency, or like somebody's voice that you care about, or like a voice message, or like something that's going to vibrate the good parts of your brain. You know, you could use like an ASMR video or something. But the problem is you start getting into more detailed stuff. It takes away from like the simple nature of, you know, the vibration doing it. But an instrument is a good way. Guitar, or you know, like I said, like you can get serotonin by thinking about stuffed animals. You know what I mean? So if you have like a favorite character from like a TV show or whatever, somebody, a singer, if you can somehow get a note from a song that you like on your phone and just loop it, you know, it's going to, if you hold still, you're going to be able to pick up on the higher vibrational signals in the field of consciousness. So be careful because never mind it. There's a level system, and at the highest level is consciousness, which is everywhere in the universe. And there is no self, there is no, you know, individual. And so the highest possible level of brain energy without psychedelics, or, you know, as I said in the beginning of the video, chemicals, is probably the same as with them. Because I've heard a lot about these Buddhist people who can meditate themselves into states of consciousness that I'm trying to prove exist in a real way of the same magnitude as the realness of the physical world. You understand what I'm saying? Aliens are everywhere. They're made out of shit that we can't comprehend. So we don't even fucking interact with them. You know what I mean? But who's to say they can't pull strings? I mean, come on. I'm not trying to convince you to think like me, but What's the point?